Travel back in time with me, 200 million years ago, to a world untamed and monumental. Look around. Towering volcanoes dominate the horizon. Dark silhouettes cut through the sky as smoke rises endlessly. The earth is restless here, powerful and raw. Below, vast forests of giant ferns and ancient conifers stretch in every direction. Their massive leaves glisten with morning dew, untouched by human history. Misty rivers wind through the land, reflecting pale sunlight. Fog hangs low, weaving between trees, softening the edges of this primeval world. Beauty and danger exist side by side. Every sound carries meaning. The ground begins to tremble, not from an earthquake, but from footsteps. This was the age of dinosaurs. Near the riverbank, a giant emerges from the mist. Brachiosaurus. Its massive body moves slowly, deliberately. Each step sends vibrations through the earth. Its long neck rises high into the canopy, plucking leaves with effortless precision. Weighing over 50 tons, it feeds calmly, undisturbed. Water ripples outward as it lowers its head to drink. These giants shaped their world simply by existing. They opened paths through forests, altered landscapes, and sustained entire ecosystems. Watching this titan is humbling. The scale is overwhelming. The power is quiet, ancient, controlled. Now, shift your gaze across the plains. A herd is moving. Diplodocus. Among the longest animals to ever walk the earth, their bodies stretch across the land in steady rhythm. Long, whip-like tails swing behind them, cutting through the air. Each tail serves as a powerful deterrent against predators. They travel together, protection through numbers. Dust rises beneath their feet, drifting slowly across the plain. Together, they shape the ground beneath them, leaving marks that will last long after they pass. Now, venture deeper into the forest. The light changes. It becomes filtered, green, broken by thick canopy overhead. Moving carefully through the undergrowth is Stegosaurus. Low and heavy, its back is lined with large plates that catch the sunlight. These plates likely helped regulate body temperature. At the rear, its tail ends in 4 sharp spikes, a weapon built for defense. Despite its appearance, Stegosaurus is a peaceful plant eater, alert, cautious, but not aggressive. A creature built for survival, yet living without constant conflict. But peace here is never permanent. In the shadows, something watches. Allosaurus. Agile, focused, deadly. Lighter than later giants, it is the apex predator of its time. Serrated teeth line its jaws, muscles tense beneath its skin. It moves silently, using trees and terrain as cover, legs coiled, waiting. This is not chaos. This is precision, a hunter reading its environment, preparing for the right moment. Survival here is constant. Every day is a test. Now, look to the sky. These are not birds. They are pterosaurs. Flying reptiles that dominate the air above this world. Some are small and fast, others are massive, with wingspans rivaling modern aircraft. Their leathery wings catch the light as they glide on rising thermal currents. They dive toward rivers, snatching fish from the surface. Others circle high above, silent observers of the life below. From ground to sky, every layer of this world is alive. This was a world of extremes, colossal creatures living on an epic scale, from a diplodocus foot crashing into the earth, sending dust flying, to the slow blink of a stegosaurus eye in the morning sun. Their skin tells stories of adaptation, scales, armor, textures shaped by millions of years of evolution. You feel the ground tremble. You hear distant calls. You sense the raw energy of a world long gone, yet vividly alive. What you have seen is only a glimpse, a moment in an era that lasted over 150 million years. These creatures were not monsters. They were magnificent animals, perfectly adapted to their environment. Their story is part of Earth's history and part of ours. The Mesozoic Era was not only a world of giant herbivores, it was also a world shaped by predators, animals built for hunting, dominance, and survival. On the open plains, one predator stood above all others. Tyrannosaurus rex was among the largest land carnivores to ever exist. Reaching over 12 meters in length and weighing up to 9 tons, it was a highly efficient hunter. Its powerful legs allowed short bursts of speed. Its massive skull housed teeth designed to crush bone, not simply tear flesh. With one bite, it could deliver one of the strongest bite forces ever recorded in a terrestrial animal. Nearby, herds of Triceratops moved constantly. These herbivores relied on strength in numbers. Their thick skulls, solid frills, and long horns were defensive tools evolved specifically to face predators like Tyrannosaurus. When a hunt began, chaos followed. The Tyrannosaurus targeted the weak, the young, or the injured. A single mistake by the herd could determine the outcome. Once caught, escape was almost impossible. While Tyrannosaurus ruled the plains, another predator dominated the waterways. Spinosaurus lived near rivers, lakes, and coastal regions. Unlike most large theropods, it was adapted for a semi-aquatic lifestyle. Its long, narrow snout was similar to that of modern crocodiles. This shape allowed it to catch fish with speed and precision. Powerful forelimbs and large claws helped it secure slippery prey. The tall sail on its back likely played multiple roles. It may have been used for temperature regulation, display, or species recognition. Whatever its function, it made Spinosaurus one of the most visually distinctive predators of the Mesozoic. Spinosaurus hunted differently from Tyrannosaurus. It relied on patience rather than pursuit. Standing motionless in shallow water, it waited for the right moment to strike. Deeper within forested regions, another massive hunter roamed. Giganotosaurus lived in what is now South America. It was similar in size to Tyrannosaurus, but built for a different hunting strategy. Its body was longer and more slender. This suggests it relied on speed and endurance rather than brute force alone. Scientists believe it may have hunted in groups, targeting large sauropods. In dense forests, visibility was limited. Ambush was the primary method of attack. By the time prey detected danger, it was often too late. These predators did more than hunt. They shaped entire ecosystems. Their presence influenced where herbivores traveled, how herds formed, and when animals fed. Competition between large predators was inevitable. Territory, food, and dominance often led to violent confrontations. Injuries from such encounters could be fatal, even for the strongest hunters. Thanks to modern technology, we can now reconstruct these animals with remarkable accuracy. Muscle movement, skin texture, and body mass are studied in detail. Fossils combined with biomechanical modeling help us understand how these giants moved and fought. By observing them through this lens, we see them not as monsters, but as animals perfectly adapted to their environment. They were the result of millions of years of evolution, fine-tuned for survival. This was Earth during its most extreme age, a world where predators ruled vast territories, a world defined by power, adaptation, and constant struggle. Their time has passed, but their story remains one of the most extraordinary chapters in the history of life on our planet. By the late Cretaceous period, dinosaurs had reached the peak of their diversity and specialization. Life was no longer only about size or strength. It was about behavior, intelligence, and survival strategies refined over millions of years. In dense, humid jungles, movement is constant but rarely visible. Among the shadows, velociraptors patrolled their territory. Smaller than popular myths suggest, they were fast, alert, and highly intelligent. These predators did not hunt alone. They relied on coordination and communication. Subtle body movements, changes in posture, and short vocal signals allowed them to work as a unit. As they move through thick vegetation, their sickle-shaped claws remain lifted from the ground. They conserve energy, waiting for the precise moment to strike. A small herbivore moves nearby, unaware it is being surrounded. Within seconds, the hunt is over, the result of teamwork rather than brute force. Out on the open plains, survival takes a different form. A triceratops mother stands between danger and her young. Her massive body, reinforced skull, and long horns form a living shield. The young stay close, protected by her presence. When a predator approaches, she does not retreat. She charges. Dust erupts as tons of muscle and bone collide with the threat. This behavior is not unique to dinosaurs. Parental protection remains one of the strongest survival instincts in the animal kingdom today. As seasons change, entire ecosystems shift. Food becomes scarce in one region and abundant in another. In response, vast herds begin to move. Sauropods, hadrosaurs, ankylosaurs, and other species migrate together. Their movement reshapes the land. Paths form, vegetation is trampled, and rivers are crossed in massive numbers. These migrations are not random. They follow ancient routes passed down through generations, guided by instinct and memory. In secluded areas, far from predators, the next generation begins. Nesting grounds hold carefully arranged clutches of eggs. Some hatch, revealing fragile newborns taking their first steps. Few will survive to adulthood, but enough will, ensuring the continuation of their species. Above it all, the skies remain active. Pterosaurs glide on rising thermal currents, scanning land and water below. Alongside them, early birds take flight. Feathers, lighter skeletons, and new wing shapes mark a turning point in evolution. These animals represent a direct connection between the dinosaur world and modern life. As daylight fades, the land settles. Herds slow. Predators withdraw into darkness. A temporary calm spreads across the landscape. From above, the planet appears vast and alive. This world will not last forever, but its influence will. The age of dinosaurs came to an end, yet their legacy remains written in stone, bone, and biology. They were not monsters. They were successful, adaptable animals that ruled Earth for over 150 million years. Their story is part of our planet's history, and in many ways, it is still unfolding today.